poems like right now. Stat teacher. You know?
Dani.
Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. So did you listen to the beginning?
No, I've been panicking. So what's going on?
Okay. This is just kind of like my first, okay, this is my maiden voyage on Zoom, live YouTube as well. So this is live, and you guys are helping me.
We did not plan to all wear black. This was not planned.
Matchy, matchy. Do you want to see mine? Today it's pajama day at school.
Oh, I love pajama day.
Coffee.
There's a new black.
Nice.
Caleb.
Nobody has seen this today because I've had this vest on all day.
Oh.
And you win, Evelyn. You win the best prop ever.
Having pajama day every day.
I hate pajama day. My son got a horrible grade on his math test in my class because he was like tired because it was pajama day.
Oh.
So yeah, that was not good.
So you teach your son, Cindy?
Yeah, he's in. Well, I teach pre-algebra. I teach math, but the only class I'm really teaching for the regular school is pre-algebra, and he's in it. So you know, in a way, I want to teach my kid, but in a way, you know, he's always done really well. That's probably the worst he's ever done on a test. Usually does fine. But so I'm like blaming pajama day because he had his blanket. He was like half asleep. And when he was done with the test, I was like, fine, take a nap. You know, I don't care. But then when I corrected it, I was like lit up. I'm like, somehow we got to fix this. So, but that's like his best subject is math. So yeah.
Just had an off day, probably.
Yeah.
Just had an off day.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So we just discussed why YouTube. So what do you have for an answer, Dani? Why do you do YouTube?
You guys know I was lonely and bored because I was a stay-at-home mom for the first time and needed that connection.
You guys are spoiled rotten. I had to do it all by myself. Like I had to be on the phone attached to the wall crying to my friends while my kids are like everywhere. They're going, party, party. And I'm like, please come help me.
The big spiral cord.
He's in the bathroom like this.
Yeah.
Don't come in here.
It's stretched all the way around the house.
Yep. Yep.
Dani didn't hear me say it, but she used my exact same words. I was lonely and bored as the same.
Yes.
That's the exact same words.
I'm happy for you guys that you have the internet, but when you guys cry, it's like, seriously, you have it a lot better than I did.
Wow.
But my oldest daughter was the worst. Like she was so naughty. And when I was on the phone, she would run around and, you know, act up and everything. And her daughter does the same thing. So I try not to, you know, feel too like insensitive, but I'm like, it's exactly what you did to me. It's so weird. Her oldest is just like her. But it's okay. It's, you know, and we have our times. Like I didn't have the distractions that, you know, I can remember some really good quiet times. Like we would go to the park, you know, and I did knit with my kids and, you know, we would go on hikes and things like that. So we did have some really good times too. So, and I think today, you know, we have to worry about doing too much online, you know, where sometimes it can be overdone. Like even my younger boys, they want to just sit and play video games. And, you know, we have next week off, so we're going to have to do unplugging time and stuff like that. So, you know, every time in history has its goods and bads, I think. So, but I think YouTube is cool.
YouTube's the only thing you can make money off of.
Yeah.
You know, Instagram, unless you're selling something, you don't make money. And Facebook, you don't make money unless you're selling a product. So that was also, you know, Evelyn and I were just talking about, you know, we started out so small together, and she's almost to the, you know, the threshold where you can start making money. And so of course, you know, that's a motivator. Like, what? We can just,
Yeah.
you know, make money just talking about whatever.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I get a little like, I think right now maybe people are doing the Nancy Taylor course and they're doing these videos and they're like so polished, and mine are like, because whenever I saw YouTube people, they're like, just get started, just do something, don't worry about it being perfect. So that's what I did. So my first ones are really kind of bad. And they're still kind of bad. Like I have one I was working on today. It was kind of bad. I haven't published it yet, but some people just are really good at making videos. So.
On my channel, I've made now 1,050 videos, but some of them are super short. But on my channel, you can go back and click view oldest video, like oldest videos first. You can watch some of my first videos, and my lighting was terrible. It was awful. And I'm sure someday I'll look back at these ones and be like, oh, I needed a lot of improvement on that too, but I feel like I'm doing better.
Yeah, but some people, you know, I don't have all the high tech like camera, microphone, and all that stuff. So, you know, some people are getting into that. But I was just watching one of the YouTube greats yesterday, and he was showing this girl who's a teenager, and all she did was, you know, like just say about what's going on in her day. And she's got thousands of views, you know, so you really don't know what is going to be attracted to people and stuff like that. So, you know, if you do it for the fun of it, you know, you don't lose.
That's so true. Don't ever, I say with anything, whenever it becomes a job or you start to dread it, like that's not fun anymore. Keep it fun.
Right. So I'm going between, like, some of the YouTubers will say, you know, don't post too many videos, because if you have one that people are watching and then you post another one, it could like mess up the algorithm. And then other people say just go ahead and post every day, you know. And so I don't really know what.
I think you shouldn't obligate yourself to make a certain amount, because if something comes up in life and you have a loss or you have a really stressful week or something, you shouldn't view YouTube as another obligation, like, or a job. Because remember, like, YouTube is a hobby. So we do it for fun, so we do it when we want to. There are some, especially some of the most popular YouTubers, have gone into long bouts of depression and taken a break, and then talked about how YouTube it started off as this fun hobby and it ended up creating so much pressure. So like I've had times when I took a whole week off before, and then other times I make 3 videos in a day, but they're little, you know, tidbits and tips and things that I did with my kids, but it's not like this big long thing. So it's just a hobby, but I'd rather post on YouTube and eventually it be a paycheck than post on like Instagram and it not. Okay.
Very good. All right, so I have a little list of little topics. How do you what's your view on helping other people on YouTube? What, you know, just say a little something about it. I know for me, I have the about section. I have a list of all of the people that I've met that have lives every day of the week. And then Kasie's not every single day, but because she does all the collaborations, I have hers on there as well. You're like 2 or 3 times a week. I mean,
I don't even mean to.
But, you know, that's how, but I want to do something more organized, that it's under every video kind of thing. But I do like to try to meet new people through YouTube too. But we also do have a close-knit group that we kind of follow each other. How about you guys?
Well,
Kasie?
Me?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, as far as trying to help my friends, I don't really have videos that help people yet, maybe, unless you consider, you know, us getting to meet each other. And like Kim today, I didn't really know much about her until we did these. So that's kind of fun to get to know somebody and introduce them to everybody. But as far as helping my friends on our group, that's kind of fun. I've been trying to give everybody watch time. So I've started going into your playlists and just playing all, and, you know, run around the house doing things, and just listening and giving watch time and commenting and things like that, just to see if we can help each other. I mean, I know if your goal is to get monetized, that's a big thing. You need a lot of watch time.
And with 100,000 VIPKid teachers, we should be able to, like, you know, make every YouTuber who wants to be monetized, right?
Right. I looked in the official group and I'm like, man, if every one of them watches 8 minutes, then that's it. That's all the 4,000 minutes of watch time.
Wow. We should talk about that.
I almost did, and I actually had a post made, and I shared it with a friend, and they're like, that sounds like you telling them, you know, please go watch, you know? And I'm like,
or you could just make a video and say, hey guys, consider this, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of looking at it like, you know, what are they losing? Like, you lose nothing.
Right.
You
I'm like, if
pay
33,000 of you watch 8 minutes, we can all get monetized. We just need extra subscribers after.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
All right. We'll let them know.
How about Dani?
I would say have your playlists, and Cindy just did that, right? You made playlists on your channel.
Yes.
And then you did a video, Kasie, about the getting your URL. I would say something that's popular is help videos about VIPKid. Like, help me, I had a teacher no show. Help, my internet is out. Like, that's what people are searching for. Mm-hmm. So if you need a video idea, that's a good one.
So are you saying we should make the help videos, or we should ask for help?
We should make videos to help people. Because that's usually when I go to YouTube, I'm like, how do I blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly.
And also I was going to say, as far as like a schedule, I have some friends that have YouTube schedules now and have told me that they're stressed out because they have to keep their schedule. They have to answer their comments, and it's like, oh yeah, poor you, you have to make money on YouTube. But when they have a schedule, they, like Evelyn was saying, it created a feeling of, you know, pressure. So I say just no to schedules, you know, like, why? It's not a job, you know, I don't have to give you a schedule. You'll see, click the button, you'll see, you know.
Right.
Say no to schedules.
Yeah, that's true. Especially when your real life is, you know, we do this for our real life, to support our real life, you know. You can't forget and make this your real life, you know, because that's kind of what I want to do. In my mind, I'm like, this is so addicting, I want to keep doing this, you know.
Yeah.
But I have to just say, okay, I do have to feed my family and spend time with them, kind of thing. All right.
It comes in waves, like VIPKid.
Yeah.
Like, you're like all in, and then you're like, whoa, gotta step back, and then you can kind of find your balance.
Yeah. How about you, Evelyn? And I have some comments in the chat box that I was looking at. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't know whether or not it was muted during that, but all that farting and pooping was him.
No, I didn't hear it. Good thing I would have mentioned it. I would have said that is not appropriate.
Mute buttons are the lifesaver.
So I'll have to step away in just a minute. What was the question?
How do you help people on YouTube?
Okay, well, I was getting so much help from YouTube and Facebook. I was getting advice from all different places and getting all these good ideas, and I wanted to compile them in one place. And so I, in the very beginning, made videos of like 15 pieces of advice to help with bookings, and it was advice I had gleaned from all different but I put it together in one video so that if someone said, help, I need help with bookings, I could just send a link for that one video and the advice, instead of me having to type out the advice over and over again to people, you know?
Yeah.
And also, there was this one YouTuber, I have no idea if she still makes YouTube videos, but she just had, you know, a small channel, and she had a, that chill baby though. The small this small YouTuber. She had her classroom in a closet. She was a former brick and mortar teacher and a mom, and she like painted cookie sheets and made the most like elaborate
yes
rewards and stuff. And I wanted to be like her and make handmade rewards and make videos about it and show what I had made. So
yeah,
Have
that's
a
a good idea.
challenge.
She was excellent. I remember her way at the beginning. Okay, Dani, what's the challenge?
Well, I made this one up earlier. Like,
Oh, I like that whiteboard. That's really nice.
oh, I mean, yeah, some awesome
Free
teachers
gifts
sent
on
me
my
this.
channel sometimes too.
I won this on Cindy's channel. And y'all, I bought a lottery ticket, by the way, and I did not win. So that whole luck thing just didn't really pay off. But
You already
had
got
3.
all your luck. You should have known better.
But I think it was Kim today in her interview was talking about her horrible first classes. So I thought we could do a very
That
early
would be
class
fun.
challenge. Like, look at me when I first started and, critique yourself. And we could do a very early YouTube video challenge, and I mean, maybe if you want to, but definitely this one.
Have you guys done the laughing challenge yet? I saw Evelyn's. I didn't see you. Did you see the lady that just laughed her head off? Wasn't that so funny? Did you see it, Kasie?
I did the one you posted.
Oh, I didn't know if you had seen it.
Yeah.
She just was so funny. I'm like, there's no way I could compete with that. So I'm just going to do something a little different. But I
Awesome.
go back and watch that one. It kind of makes mine. I watch my own videos, guys. I am really weird. I'm like, yeah, that's getting ultimately weird.
I'm going to go change a poopy diaper and be right back.
Okay. That was the other thing I was going to say, though. Oh, I love that lens cover. I bet you she has a video about that.
Oh,
I
if she
learned how to
doesn't,
make
I
those
need
from
one.
her. She taught me how to make
I want
them.
one too. I've made my emoji, but I can't. I got to print it out.
I'm ready. I need to learn how to do it now.
Have you seen the video?
No.
Okay, you go on to the emoji and you make your own emoji thing, and then you print them out, and then you just put a slot in the toilet paper roll thing so that it can sit over your computer.
That's how it's.
And then this goes on the end of it like a tunnel. So
I used to use it. I don't
right
use
on
it
top.
anymore.
I love it. I really love it now. I really want to make one. I've seen the video and everything.
Because I won Dino stickers and I thought that would be
would work.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my camera?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. The other thing I think I've been doing lately, I don't know if my friends like it or not, but like if I see a laughing video, I put my video in the comments because I figure if the person whose video it was wants to see that I responded to their video, and then they don't have to go to my channel and find it. But once they click on it, then they do see my channel and maybe they will be subscribed, or maybe their friends will see it and they'll subscribe.
Yeah.
So that's what I've started doing is if it's like a challenge, instead of saying, oh, I did it too, check on my channel, then I just put the link in the comments.
That's a good idea. And
Yeah,
you can always
I've been telling people to do it to me. Do it.
Yeah.
Put your
Posting
link
mine anytime.
Yeah.
And if it's a stranger, I would just say, at the bottom, if you're not okay with me putting this link, go ahead and delete it. Just so they have your permission if they don't want you putting a link, but it's obviously a challenge, so it should be fine. But just so that,
Yeah, that's a good idea. I haven't really been doing that, but I'm just like, but like I might see on Facebook somebody's going to say, oh, I'm going to respond to that challenge. And then I don't remember their name because I was busy and I don't remember, so I'm going to start doing that more, just telling people to post it on one of my videos so that I don't have to search for it or something like that.
I did find out, and I need to go back to my old videos. I found out how to add your channels to your videos, your Meet the Teacher videos. So now I know, you can go in the video and click on it now. So
awesome.
I figured.
Okay.
I've been learning a little bit.
Yeah, I did learn. That was one of my other questions. What are some things that you learned recently? One of the things that I learned recently was I watched a video. I think it was in YouTube. Like there is a YouTube school. if you want to watch the videos about YouTube. But if you go to my channel, you'll see that I have, like at the beginning, there's uploads, and then you can make categories of your videos. So I have past live streams. I have the playlists right here. They're all listed. And I did the collab videos are green. My knitting ones are going to be yellow. And my some days ones are a lighter blue. And so I kind of categorize them. And then my iPad one is right here. So then that way people can scroll down and pick what category for the videos. So I did that on my laptop. So on the laptop, it's even
like a
little nicer. Yeah. So I thought that was a really cool idea that I didn't know if that was new, like for everybody or just me.
I have a question about y'all's beautiful banners. The banners are so weird. When you make it, it like shrinks up. So can anybody tell me about the banner?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
In the course, we've been all talking about using Canva. Do you use Canva? Canva is a free app. There is like a pro whatever part of it. But all of my YouTube thumbnails and banners now have been through Canva. And like I said, it's free, and you click on like YouTube thumbnail. We make like the freemiums and stuff that I've been learning about. You can use Canva to make those. So
so I do that too. And for my YouTube banner, I think it says YouTube banner, but it's way bigger. And so it will show you how it's going to show up on your channel, and how it shows up on your phone. It looks different. So what I had to do was make my banner really small in the middle, and then test it out, and then go back and forth. And then I came up with something that I kind of liked. And then you can save your pieces of art. Like for mine, the YouTube banner is saved. So on my phone, it looks like this, but I just can change out like a picture if I want. You know, so you don't have to change the whole thing every time. But yeah, I learned how to do that by doing Pampered Chef and Norwex. They do those all the time for you can also use Canva for, like, say you have a poem you want to share, and you can copy and paste it into a, you know, like a YouTube page or whatever. But yeah, it's a really, at first it was overwhelming to me to get into that, but once you get going on it, it's fun.
That's actually one of my next homework assignments for my group.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I learned all that through Norwex. And the girl that I signed up under, she's like, you know, young, and to her it was like, just make a thumbnail on Canva, you know. And I'm like, seriously, you don't know how long this is gonna take me. But I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it. And so I learned. But I know all those companies that sell on Facebook and stuff, they use all of those too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I can't see you anymore. Where did y'all go?
Oh, we're minimized.
Hey, I can't find it. Oh wait, I can't find it on the App Store on my Mac.
Canva.
Yeah, it says not finding it.
I don't have a
on
Mac.
Your App Store. Just go through the browser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank you. Thank you for the information.
Okay, so we do have some comments. Giselle came today.
Oh, hello, Giselle.
Says, hi, Cindy. Does Kasie take a nap?
I had about a 50-minute nap and told Cindy I was awake and ready to go a little while ago.
Thank you so much.
You'll see it in your messages. I'm awake. I'm coming.
Okay. And she said, would you ever do this job full time when your channel gets bigger? What are these taking to stay up so long, not staying long? I don't know what she meant by that, but hello, Amanda. if you're still here, do you guys have classes tonight? I have a student tonight that I had 2 days ago. He's level 3 and will not speak at all. I was so frustrated in the last class I couldn't hear him. He refused to speak, but plus tonight's lesson is mammals and birds. I would pull out any kind of weird thing I could find.
Get your bag
I
of
would
tricks
fly
ready.
like a bird, honestly.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, with that lesson, all you really need is for them to say yes or no, because you can go through, does this lay eggs? Does this have fur? Is this? And they could literally just say yes or no and get
the minute,
through. But...
yeah, the minute they make a peep, I'm like, you get a star. And they're like, whoa.
I always start like animals. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. That's good. I had a kid, honestly, this is a funny story. Last week, he was a kid I had, like, recently. He was a regular of mine, but I hadn't seen him in a couple months, and he booked, and I'm like, oh, it'd be so good to see him again. And it was like the worst class, like so boring. Like he would only say yes or no. I was like falling asleep. I'm like, I turned off the clock and I'm like, I am so glad that one's over. And I felt really bad about that because I don't ever feel that way. I always love all my kids. And, you know, he's one I hadn't seen in a while and everything. And then wouldn't you know, the next day, they priority booked me for every single day next week. Like, and I couldn't say no. I'm like, so.
It's your turn to grow.
Yeah. So maybe things will be different next time, but
they might. You know, funny. I had one yesterday, a regular GoGoKid, who did not speak until minute 22. She would not speak, but she sat there, and I knew mom was there, so I just kept going, but I wasn't giving her the rewards, but I just went through the lesson. And then at the very end, I was like, okay, you know, you want to play something for like 3 minutes. And she started talking, and in the feedback, I said, you know, I hope she wants to talk next time. Had her today, and she was like on fire, you know.
Wow.
So it's just like they're moody. I don't know. Maybe it's just the situation.
Yeah, it's really hard right now. Yeah. So yeah, that reminds me of a recent had a lesson with a kid, a little girl that wasn't talking much, would just answer, you know, short answers and stuff, and really reserved. And I'm thinking she's really quiet. I went to watch the playback, and sometimes when the kids come into the class before you, there's a little bit of playback. She was jumping out of her seat, screaming at her mother, and then the minute the camera turned on, she was like, it was hilarious because I'm like, okay, this is a different girl, and I can pull that out, you know, next time.
All 3 of my children are very shy with new people or in public, but at home they're running around and screaming. So I think a lot of our students are that way when they first meet us, and then as they become a regular, they start to open up and come out of their shell and talk more, but also get a little bit more wild.
Yeah. It's fun. Well, we were talking about Canva, and I know Evelyn's really good at making thumbnails and the channel art. Like, she has done a lot of that stuff.
Well, Kasie told me about Canva, and so what I actually recently did, if you click on my channel and click on most popular videos, I went back. Some of my most popular videos are back when I didn't have good lighting or good thumbnails. So I've been making new thumbnails for my most popular videos.
Oh, good.
I wondered if that should be a thing. That I did make a new one for like my iPad one, because I did watch a video just yesterday about thumbnails, and this one company said that they did a research on, you know, the most popular videos. It's because of the thumbnails. It's not always just because of the content. He's like, you could have a really nice video, the content is amazing, and the thumbnail stinks, so nobody watches it. Or you could have the shortest, dumbest video, and it has a good thumbnail. And that's what happened to me, like with the iPad group. I started making all these videos, but mine weren't getting watched. And this other girl makes a video, and it looks amazing, thumbnail, and she's got thousands of views. So, you know, and it's the same content, you know, it's not really any different. And I'm trying to convince the people on my iPad group to, support me on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of people that come into my group are brand new teachers, and they want to be able to teach on the iPad. And so they're not really looking at, I want to watch all your YouTube videos. I just want to teach,
Mm-hmm.
So, but some of them do watch them and they say they appreciate it. So, but I do have to make some, because there's a few things to update.
Yeah.
So like the camera doesn't turn on until 10 minutes before.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I went back and at 30 minutes, the camera opened. When I was, because I heard somebody told me that they changed it, that the camera does open.
Oh, I tried the other day and I couldn't get it.
Really? Because I made a video of it because I was like, it's opening. I'm in the classroom.
Huh.
But then the same class, I went, like 15 minutes before and it didn't open.
Oh.
So they must turn something off at some point and then turn it back on. I don't know.
That's how I used to line everything up. I went in there like hours ahead of time, or even when I first started, it was like the day before, and I would open up a class to see if my stuff was straight. And that's, and now it's not straight at all.
I know people are always like, how do I check my classroom if I can't get, it's like, just guess.
Yeah.
It's the best you can.
And if you're new, getting ready to do your demo, go into your practice room and do that.
Okay.
That's,
I honestly don't even know exactly how they do the hiring process at this point.
I remember a practice room back 2 years ago.
No.
Oh, really? I had a practice room that I've been in 6 months. So there's a practice room. I could open it up and practice all I wanted.
Oh, that's cool.
For like certain amount of hours or something. Then I would go in there and straighten everything and fix it, and then close it down and then fix whatever I needed and come back in, practice what I wanted to do before the mentor.
Slightly jealous because they emailed us the slides and I had to look up YouTube videos of how to do it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I still had to use YouTube to find out how to do it, but I could use the practice room to check on how this would line up. And
I have my original video for VIPKID on this dinosaur computer, and I'm gonna upload it. It is hilarious. But I remember taping it because it was late at night, everybody's in bed, and I'm just making this video, and I was just dying laughing at myself because I was like, what am I even doing?
Right.
But it paid off.
So question, do any of you have the classic interview how-to videos made? Because I don't.
Like the walkthroughs for the mock lessons and stuff. No, that's actually on my list because it's part of my homework too. So you'll see a lot of things upcoming about that.
What are you asking, Dani, again?
If anybody has the walkthrough,
how do you get hired? Yeah. How do you get hired?
Yeah.
That's a good one to
I've seen some videos. Some of the new people are making videos.
Yeah. So. It's part of our lessons that we have.
I have a couple of.
Where do you find the information, Kasie?
I just asked my friend that got hired. I'm asking her to send it to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I have one in the process, but I haven't heard from her in a while.
I have one video that is basically all of my advice for new hires. So that I can send it if I have a friend, or if someone finds me on YouTube, maybe they could use my referral code, but use all my advice, right?
Right.
Well, the thing is, I wanted to tell you, Kasie, you said in one of your videos that you didn't know anything yet. You know enough to coach somebody to be hired. I mean, I have never put up a website for hiring people. I have never, my first few, I didn't have any videos of me. When I got hired, I did a Skype with a girl because I just want to make sure it was real and not a scam.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't do the lesson for her, and then she approved it. I was just, you know, she sent me Megan, Mike, and Dino to print out.
Oh, right.
But you can do that. All they really need to do is reassurance, because most of us were adults. They watch videos on YouTube. I've sent videos. I send them. I do have a PDF of some printouts they can print out of Dino, Megan, Mike, a microphone,
cool.
stuff like that. And then I just talk to them and give them confidence, you know, and that's really a big part of it. So you totally know what you need to do to get someone hired. Do you have any that have hired yet?
Me?
Yeah.
I have one, but she hasn't taught her first class yet. So.
Okay.
But I have 16 in my portal.
Wow. Good for you.
I think I have a big network from military families and teachers. And I think a lot of them will probably check it out for a summer job. Because some of them have like put in their basic info just to see. And I'm like, you guys have been teaching for 30 years. Like, you're going to pass your info, your basic info.
And the thing about it is, this is what I would tell people that are just signing up, is that it's going to take you a few months to get yourself established. So if you start now, then you might be able to teach in the summer.
Right.
But if you wait till June, you might wait the whole summer and never get anybody, especially if the kids all go back to school and life starts going crazy for them.
Right.
So, but that's what I did, is I started in the spring, and it took me a couple months to really get established. And then the summer, I would take whatever I got thrown at me for classes.
Right.
And by that time, I was pretty well established. But, you know, that's what I tell people. It's a good summer job, but you have to have, you know, because this is the thing. When I got hired, I thought you sign on the dotted line, the students come. And then I start watching the videos, and they're like, you're an independent contractor. You need to be 100% on your game. You need, like, now I'm feeling pressure. Like, okay, now I'm going to be competing against all the other teachers. And I might not be liked and all this other stuff. I don't think you should feel that much pressure, but it's not like they come flooding in the minute you sign the dotted line. It's going to take a while. So if you do it early, you know, and you don't have to take, you know, you don't have to open everything. You know, my daughter, Julie, she does like 2 or 3 classes a week. That's it. And she loves it. She just sent me a note saying that her student brought a map of the U.S. and asked her where South Carolina is. So, you know.
Cute.
Yeah. So, but everybody's different, and you know what needs to do. But I think right now is a really good time for people to start the process. And funny story, I had this lady from California, and she's still teaching because she thought she was going to have to quit. And she's still teaching, and she just reached out to me the other day and said, sorry for bothering you. And I'm like, I am your VIPKid mother. You can bother me anytime. But when she got hired, she was older, and I thought, you know, she was a little bit like mechanical about stuff, like, you know, kind of forcing herself to do the TPR and stuff. And I just told her to loosen up, relax, kind of thing. And she signed up. She got 6 short notices the next day.
That was me. I was very lucky.
Yeah, but she was like freaking out. She didn't know what she was doing, but she did a great job.
I had opened everything up, and I went for a walk. I think we lost Cindy.
I think
Hey,
my
Cindy.
internet is bad. Are you there?
There you are.
Yeah, my internet is not the greatest.
We're here.
I'm here. Okay, thank you. Are you still there?
We're here.
Okay. All right. If you keep going, I'll just.
So I wanted to say.
Yeah.
A really good time to make video, and I was figuring things out, and as soon as would figure out
Ah,
how it was done. I would explain it as I was explaining it to myself. As you learn, you just, share it. Or tell you can share it with a referral or, whatever.
awesome.
I have GoGoKid interview, and Dani shares that with her referrals, and yes, and I have my referrals. I mean, I'm like, look, this is how I started. It wasn't that great, but they hired me, so this is all I did. And a lot of times, some people don't even want to apply for VIPKID because they see us and we've got it all down and we seem like we know what we're doing and we're pros at this by now. But it's like we started off this way, and I'm like, look at my first videos. My lighting was awful. I barely had much of a background. I only had one reward. I didn't have that many props. Like, we all start off from square one,
Yeah.
So, and we're independent creators, so we're building a business. So we are growing as teacher goes for making videos, right?
Right.
Let's do it.
Yes, thank you. Well,
So I saw Dani posted that on Kim's. Oh, sorry.
the very early class challenge.
Yeah, you said do a first class challenge. That would be fun, especially since I just went back and watched mine, even though it was only 6 months ago, like Kim said. But you still learn, and
Right.
even in 6 months. I think it'd be fun to see everybody's first classes.
Yeah.
But
So,
I did mine at 1.5 speed, so I wonder if that's too fast, if that'll be weird, or just so it's not
oh
long.
yeah, I did that for
I don't
some
know.
of mine too, so that it's
Really?
not as like okay, when is she? Yeah, 25 minutes.
Maybe just make it
or just
short.
take
Make
little
it the
clips.
first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or clips, bad clips.
I took clips and did 1.5, so now it's like 2 minutes.
On your channel?
No, it's on my iPad.
Very good. Well, Amanda says that she thinks that the nighttime classes are harder to teach.
Nope. Not for me.
Less yawning on my part.
Yeah. I don't know. My internet's not the greatest, so I think we're going to wrap it up.
Just woke up or something, but
Do you guys mind wrapping it up, and we'll just see you next time, okay? I don't know, the internet's a little crazy right now. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
See you soon. Bye.